Alrighty, alrighty, alright. I've received millions of messages. When are you going to release chapter 2? When are you going to release chapter 2? Alright. Number one, I needed to get the okay from the real Mimi Taga. I'm sorry, my apologies. I forget it's the great. I had to get permission from the great Mimi Taga. Now, Mimi, do I have your permission to release chapter 2?
Yes, go ahead.
Alrighty, guys, you heard it here first. Now it is time to, where is it at? Chapter 2. The great Mimi Taga was born. And all that other stuff, all that hustle and bustle and all that other stuff. The guy went out to go find recruits, just as the great Mimi Taga commanded him to. I'm drinking some of my broth while I tell the story, because it's about to get good, guys. It's about to get good. So, and there's no background noise because just people just begging, pleading. Chapter 2, we need chapter 2. I didn't have time to do it. I'm like, you know what, you guys want chapter 5. I'll give you what you want. But anyway, back to the story. The nameless man is walking through many of towns. So many people he came across were in disbelief. For example, the man at the meat market in the town that was a couple towns over. The nameless man walks through the door. Hello, sir. Yeah, what do you want? Yeah. Well, I'd like to buy some of your meat. Okay. What else do you want? It's a meat market. I sell meat. What else do you want? I mean, you're acting like buying meat's a hard thing. You know, you just come in, you come in, you say, hey, give me some. Hey, give me some. And, I hand over the meat. How much meat you want, Man, we don't got no time for shenanigans, You don't come in here and say, yeah, I want a quarter of this, a pound of that, a slab of this, a slab of... You come in here and you do that, I'm going to look at you, I'm going to say, you want some meat or not? Okay, sir. All I wanted was just some meat. I wanted meat. Okay, I'm kind of frustrated a little bit now. You kind of got me. Excuse me. The man, the butcher, comes from the back with his cleaver, and he said, "Are you disrespecting me in my own meat market?" And the guy, the nameless man, cowers. No, I'm not. And he said, what are you doing in here? Did you come in here to buy meat or did you come in for something else? Because I'm sensing you came in here for something else. Listen, just let me talk. All right, go ahead, speak. All right. I'm sent out on a great quest right now. The Great Waterfall tribe is back. I've heard many of rumors that you have fought in combat in the past. You have a ruthless demeanor about you, and I was wondering if maybe you know some more ruthless people like yourself, so I can fulfill this quest that is needed. Who commanded you to speak like this in this manner? The great Mimi Taga. And the man got silent. The butcher got silent. How do you know the great Mimi Taga? He says, well, my wife gave birth. Okay. And then out of nowhere, the guy just tries to start attacking him with the cleaver. You disrespect the Mimi Taga and you come in here with a lie? Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't. Okay, listen, please. I did not lie. I didn't. And the man just continues to ferociously swing his cleaver. The nameless man ends up running out the door. Well, as you can see, the name, the great Mimi Taga, is something that is well respected. And when someone comes with such accusations, there are people that take it very serious, because you do not disrespect the great Mimi Taga. So as the nameless man is walking out of the meat market, he's in fear. And the guy from the meat market comes outside and he does this number. And then you see a bunch of these other men coming out of the town. I guess this is some siren of some sort, okay? These people, these big, muscular men with cleavers. These big men with muscular cleavers start coming down the town, and they come to the meat market and say, who are we after? Who are we after? Who are we after? And the guy just points, that skinny, nameless man over there. So now he's running and jumping and hiding around, trying to escape from the massive attack that is about to happen. Well, later on, the great Mimi Taga hears that siren, because that is a siren that was used when the Great Waterfall Tribe came back a long time ago. See, basically, the story of the Great Waterfall Tribe is it comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes. It comes back when it is necessary. And so these guys thought it was some kind of a joke, but they knew the siren of the Great Waterfall Tribe, the siren that they used at one time. And the great Mimi Taga heard that from miles away. And next thing you know, you see this baby, jump out of a deep sleep, carrying this huge sword, and he's running down the jungle, running to the town as fast as he can get there. And as soon as he reaches the town, it took a while. You're talking about a baby running like miles per hour, a little bitty newborn baby just born like a couple weeks ago, and he's trucking it, muscular physique, athletic abilities. Never seen something like that. No one has. Gets in town, and next thing you know, you see a baby with a sword covering the skinny, nameless man who is the father. And he looks over and he says, "Do we have a problem?" And the guy says, "What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Is this some kind of a joke? A newborn baby? What is this? Like, is that a little person in there or something? Like, what is this? Is this a costume?" And then next thing you know, that one blow, that the great Mimi Taga led on that person for disrespecting him, decapitated, one hit. And then you hear the head of the big muscular man with the cleaver, just his head just. And then the great Mimi Taga looks at all of them in their eyes and says, "Does anyone else want some?" And they all back down because they've never seen anything like this. And he said, "This man is on a quest for me, to get me recruits. A war is in need. This noble man is doing a quest to recruit for me, and you make a joke? I should slash every single one of you. But that's not why I'm here. Came here to protect him because he's doing a job for me. I need recruits. There is a war that is going to be needed in 6 months." And all the butchers and his men just look confused, and they're just like, "Why 6 months? What's going on? What don't we know?" He says, "I cannot speak about it. Just know a war is going to go down in 6 months. I need as many recruits as I can." And each of those men with the strong cleavers, they put down their cleavers and they get down on their knees and they say, "The great Mimi Taga, we are willing to serve in battle." The great Mimi Taga looks at them and says, "I will forgive you of all of your actions. You were disrespected by what was said. You thought it was a joke. I understand. But if a skinny man, a frail man like, this is why I chose him. What type of frail, skinny man is going to start a fight with a bunch of people? He's more scared of me, you know?" And he has a point. I mean, that nameless man is a kind of a scaredy cat. Don't disrespect him. I'm going to make a man out of him. I'm glad that you guys will recruit and join here. And now, you strong men, I want you to find more recruits because you obviously know someone, because one of you knew the siren from the great waterfall tribe from 1722. I don't know how you knew that siren. And one of the men get up, he says, "It was me, sir. I was the one that knew the siren. My great-great-grandfather fought at your side." And the great Mimi Taga looks and says, "What was your great-grandfather's name?" And the man looks at him and says, "Oh, Taga." The great Mimi Taga looks, says, "So you know Otaga? Otaga was my right-hand man, slayed many enemies. Otaga was one of the greats. Do you know if Otaga is still around?" And the man just looked very sad and said, "He's not, but I still carry that siren in honor of him. And I want you to know, the great Mimi Taga, I will fight by your side at battle in honor of my great-great-grandfather." The great Mimi Taga looks and says, "Okay, I will allow, and I will dub you Otaga Jr." And the man looks all serious and says, "Thank you so much, the great Mimi Taga. You don't know how much this means to me." The great Mimi Taga just silences everyone and says, "Okay, you talked enough. Okay? Emotions aside, a war is in need in 6 months. We are going to need to attack. We are going to need a bunch of strong people. And we will attack. I have a plan out. I already know what I'm going to be doing, but I cannot speak, for it is not time. Right now, all of you guys, you leave this frail man over here. I'm going to turn him into a man. But I want all of you to go recruit more people. And no one should disrespect you. If someone disrespects you, I want you to do the new siren. The new siren. Okay? The new siren. And they look and they say, "Well, what is the new siren?" The great Mimi Taga looks and says, "The new siren is..." "If anyone disrespects you on this quest, you let that siren out, and I will be there in a heartbeat, and I will correct where correcting is needed." And the men, they want to say something, but every time they try to speak, the great Mimi Taga says, "That, that, 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 that," silencing them. Now picture this, a newborn baby who is muscular developed. This baby's been only born for 2 weeks and is speaking like someone who has lived for years with such maturity, such integrity, such strength. And how fast he decapitated the man. There is no newborn baby out there who has that much power. So the men go off on a quest, while the great Mimi Taga looks at the frail, nameless man who is the father. The great Mimi Taga looks and says, "You will be stronger with time. As long as you follow what I say, I will not put you in harm's way again. I thank you for trying. Now come back to camp, and we will turn you into a man." The frail, skinny, nameless man gets up, and he follows the great Mimi Taga back to camp. And when they eventually arrive, remember, when they were in the jungle, they made tent. That's all they had. Now remember, it was just the great Mimi Taga and the nameless woman who gave birth to the great Mimi Taga. By the time they get back to camp, the nameless man sees a colony made, bricks everywhere, castle, all this guarded in. And the nameless man is confused and says, "But how? How is this possible?" The great Mimi Taga looks and says, "Do not question. I built this all from scratch. I am a man who is here on a mission. And once my mission is done, I disappear. And then I will come back when I am needed. But 6 months is 6 months. There is no time for playing games. There is no time for sleep. What you need to do is you need to eat, sleep, speak, battle." The nameless man looks and says, "Well, what do I need to do to become a man?" The great Mimi Taga looks and says, "I want you to, that is a great question. Come back to me in time. Like, give me a little bit of time. I need to just rest my mind a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. But now, I want you to continue to build my colony. With that, you will build muscular development. Now get to work, and then we will speak later, okay? So the man does as the great Mimi Taga wishes and gets to work, building the colony bigger and bigger and bigger, working days and nights, building house after house after house after house for all the recruits that will be coming in. The great Mimi Taga has his own speaking throne that is above everything in the colony. And this is where the great Mimi Taga will sleep, speak, and train. Up on this podium is a cradle for the great Mimi Taga. The nameless woman who is the mother rocks the great Mimi Taga to sleep every night, sings him nursery rhymes and lullabies and all that other good stuff that babies like. But when serious accusations come, the great Mimi Taga always awakens with more muscular development and grows stronger and bigger, as if he's not a newborn baby no more. No, they can't explain this. But there is no need for explanation. The great Mimi Taga already stated that he's there for just one thing, which is battle, which is to come in 6 months. Alrighty, Mimi. So does chapter 2 get your approval?
Yes.
Yes! As you can see, guys, the great Mimi Taga approved chapter 2. That's amazing. This is amazing, amazing stuff. So what did you like the most, Mimi?
That the thin man wanted to become a real man.
Yeah! Alright, Grandma, so before chapter 2 is closed, I want you to give them a real, the great Mimi Taga.
The great Mimi Taga.
There you have it right there. Words spoken right from the great Mimi Taga. Yes, I am a relative of the great Mimi Taga. That's right. That's right. I'm proud of this. I know the great Mimi Taga, and I tell everyone. Everyone thinks I'm lying to them when I'm not. This is real audio. That is the great Mimi Taga. Now stay tuned for chapter 3.